Hey, the video you're about to see is just kind of explaining where I've been for the last week. Been pretty sick. But I forgot to add, make sure you like, subscribe, and share this channel. We're 4 people away from the magic 500 mark. As soon as I can hit 500, that goofy banner changes to Stunt Hanger, and we're good to go. And hopefully we can hit 1,000 so I can, kind of draw in some of the bigger companies. We got to have that subscribership. So subscribing to my channel is pretty important to help us grow the control line community. The video you're about to see is on the battery box on my Thunderbolt. And I certainly want to thank you for joining my channel. You can find us at stunthanger.com or clcraftsman.com. If you have any questions, you can write it in the box down below. Send me a message on either Stunt Hanger or Control Line, or send me a message here on YouTube. So, without further ado, we'll get to the movie. Got some emails asking me where the heck I've been. Well, I've been kind of sick, so for the last week I haven't been doing anything. So I thought I'd make this quick video, let you know where I'm at, what I'm going to be doing, and I'm back in the shop now. And where I'm at is this has all been sitting exactly where I left it. And I thought I'd show you what I got. I did set the canopy or the cockpit detail back in, but we'll take this back out so I can roll it over for you. When I left off doing what I was doing, I was making the battery box and hatch. And what I devised was this door here. We got a really nicely made knob. You may or may not be able to see with this, but I did it on the drill press. And basically that's just a 16-penny nail drilled through that, recessed. We're going to epoxy that in, and I'll epoxy this knob on after I get it tissued and finished, the door finished. Because it would be very hard to spray and finish around that knob. So that might be a little forethought, and the reason I'm telling you this is that I've been finishing other airplanes that people have built, and these knobs were already glued on. It's very hard to sand around. So we're going to leave that off and the nail out of it. And then I don't have a magnet, but I'm looking for I got a couple magnets around here. We're going to indent a magnet into the box. So that will clip on there, and it will be absolutely invisible from the side. So, and I've made the fit fairly well. However, I am going to line it with 64th ply. And then, of course, I've shown you what I have in mind for this. We'll take this door off here. I haven't had the battery box out since I glued all the parts in and glued the top skin on. I'm just now shaping the fuselage. And I got to set this aside and get back on the Continental project. I've been really sick. Sorry, guys. So I need to take this out and show you how this works. Of course, like I said, this box here, I gotta take the screws out in order to get it out of there. This box here will, you're able to raise and lower. Of course, it does take building, but I think on the center line of the wing is where it's going to be. So that's where most of my batteries have been in the electric models. It's been right on the center line with the wing, because that's the predominant thing. That's the heaviest part. Well, I gotta get that out of there. Like I said, this is the first time I've had this out. Let's hope it comes out. Take the screw out of it. If it don't come out now, then I got a problem. But I figured it would. So this box is just a few grams, and if you look down inside here, it's just bolted onto a piece of, it's not even motor mount, it's basswood with two 440 brass inserts into that, so it's rather nice. And then I have the tangs on the back of this, plus I have top and lower shelf, so this is not going anywhere, absolutely nowhere. And of course, like I stated before, the ESC will mount on top of this, and I still have to make the mount. And the arming plug and button, start button, will be through these two holes, or these holes here. And we will have plenty of cooling, and I don't foresee any issues whatsoever with this. This is a kind of a slick setup. Someone had mentioned that it might weaken the nose here. I don't think that's going to be the case either. And I am going to run some fiberglass cloth over the nose, so that shouldn't be an issue. So let's put it back together for the first time. See how hard it's going to be. These screws are what makes it not slide in and out, because they're on the barrier. And when you see me at the field, if you want to look at this install, I'll be more than happy to take this. Drop it down in there. Yeah, a little more difficult than what you would think, but not too bad. I can't use a magnet to pick these up because they're aluminum screws. gotta use a forceps. I wonder how many of us model builders would have made good surgeons. Can't get that. Okay, we'll try again. I'll put it back together and I'll show you what I'm finishing. And the reason why I wanted to do this side load is I don't want to be at the field having to turn my airplane over, and because that really, you really stand a lot of chance for dings on top of the airplane, and that would drive me nuts. And this method, or the idea for this side loader, I copied from Tom Morris. My method is quite a bit different than his, but the side load battery has been kind of taken from Tom Morris, so we've got to give him credit for that. And it's just a tang on the door, and the magnet will hold the door on. And after gluing the top skin on, I've been working on getting this shaped. But as I said, this is my first day back in the shop. I do have to set this aside, get back to work on the Continental. But I wanted to test out my 3-camera system. I got a camera overhead, a camera to the right, and a camera to the left, plus the audio overhead. So I want to see if I could put this movie together and make something special. I'm hoping that this one is set at 69 and this one's set at 16:9, and that one there is high def, so I don't know what it's set at. That's where I'm at, and I thought I'd bring this to you. The airplane, Gary was over last night, and the airplane's not as heavy as I thought it was. It should be all right. It's just a matter of you know, I don't think it's going to be a lightweight by any means, and should be in the mid-60s. But I do want one more of these to replace my other one. I really, really like this airplane about as much as I like the Continental. So this one here I haven't really worked that hard on because one, it's a foam wing, so I didn't have to build a wing. And you know, I just been kind of putzing with it as I'm working on another thing. And that's it. So we'll see you in a short. I want to thank you for watching this thing, and we'll see how the video comes out. So till then, fair winds, tight lines. See ya.